What are we doing today?
Today we're gonna make an awesome grilled cheese sandwich.
The giant car just passed by.
Fuck you! First, obviously you want cheese and bread. I personally like sliced white bread because, you know, girl poor, eat fucking Wonder Bread. It's a household thing to have white bread or Wonder Bread usually. We're gonna go very basic and very simple and very delicious. So we have our 3 basic ingredients for our grilled cheese. All you really need is bread, cheese, and a little bit of butter. I'm gonna use American cheese today because that's my favorite kind of cheese. It's creamy and salty and it melts really nicely. And then we don't really need to season the sandwich that much because this cheese is pretty salty. I'm gonna use a cast iron skillet. Cool, so we're gonna get this butter melted at a medium temperature. You don't wanna go too high or else you're gonna burn the bread and you'll burn the butter. But we're gonna let this melt and then we'll add the bread. Now that our butter is almost melted there, we're gonna put in our bread, butter on this top layer. It's gonna help penetrate more butter on the inside than just on the outside. We're gonna put our cheese on. It always sucks to get a grilled cheese with not enough cheese in it. And then at this point, I'm gonna add a little bit of cracked black pepper into the inside. Gonna give it a nice little bite and another contrast of flavor. You wanna cook this at low temperature, that way the butter can penetrate through more of the bread without burning, and the heat will get through this side so that the cheese will melt. Slow and steady wins the race. So let's just take a look, see where we're at. Look at that, looks pretty good. The fire kind of goes in the middle, so it's more hotter in the middle of the pan, so you want to rotate the bread a little bit to get even heating everywhere. So now, put this layer on top. Now we're gonna keep it very low, because now you can see the bread is nice and brown and crispy. It's gonna be crispy here, it's gonna be soft on the inside, and cheesy and delicious all together.
So you kind of swirl it around the pan.
Yeah, because you want to be able to get all the butter into the bread, and then we're gonna cook it on this side for just a few seconds, and then I'm gonna go ahead and flip it, cook it some more on the other side. You know you're ready if you lift up here and you have gooey melty cheese, which we have achieved very quickly. So now we're pretty much done. We're gonna eat this bad boy. Beautiful grilled cheese sandwich. All right, let's try it. Cheers. Yeah, so good. Crispy on the outside, really nice and soft on the inside. Incredibly creamy because of the American cheese.
Oh, hey, who are you?
I'm just a grilled cheese sampler. Oh my god.
That's hella good.
I like how the cheese sticks to my teeth. Yeah, that's why I like grilled cheese. You gotta like figure it out. Or American cheese.
All right, what are we doing now?
Cool, so we're gonna use our knowledge of the basic grilled cheese to make a more, I guess you could say more substantial, more of a like a lunchtime grilled cheese sandwich. This time, we're gonna use cheddar cheese instead of our American. And we're gonna use 1 slice of Munster cheese. And again, you can use any type of cheese you want. Provolone works really good. Blue cheese could work if you buy the right kind. Swiss is always good, but again, you don't want to use crumbly cheese. You can even use like, I mean, I know a lot of households have like the Mexican blend cheese. It's like shredded jack cheese. Any cheese that will melt will work for the sandwich. So we're gonna use Munster and the sharp cheddar, and we're gonna add some of this Black Forest ham. But we're also gonna put a couple slices of tomato in our grilled cheese. Cool. Now that we have all ingredients, we're gonna go build our grilled cheese. So like before, we're gonna put our bread in, make sure it's flat. Then we're gonna put our cheese, Munster, sharp cheddar. I'll let that sit for a minute, and then we're gonna start adding our toppings. I usually put the tomatoes in between the cheese so that they don't get lost. And it's nice to fan them out so you get even tomatoage. Always put the cheese on the outer layers because you want the cheese to melt all the ingredients on the inside and like kind of seal them in. Black pepper, just like our other grilled cheese. A cool trick that you can do to get even hamage on your sandwich, because you know if you put the circle there, you kind of are missing a bite of like ham here or there. cut this in half like that, and then you get an even edge, and then you can go like this and like that. And with the next slice, do the same thing, cut it in half, and then we get ham distributed very evenly in our sandwich.
Dude, that's hella cool.
They don't teach you that anywhere. That's just something
That is so
picked
cool.
up on my own because I don't like, when I eat a sandwich, I want to have all the ingredients in every bite. I don't want to miss a bite, you know? Like sometimes when you eat a burrito, it's like more meat on this end and more rice on the bottom, and you have to like take a bite here, take a bite here. This way I take a bite, you get everything in one bite every time. We're gonna keep this at a medium heat. That way the heat can evenly penetrate through the sandwich. It's gonna melt our cheese, heat up all the ingredients on the inside, and not get too brown too quickly. And like the same thing, we're gonna swirl, sorry, our bread to make sure we capture all the butter into our sandwich. And then we're gonna rotate our bread like before. It's starting to feel crispy. That looks pretty good to me. Looks good. It's on top. Yeah. Look at that. I'm gonna let that cook on both sides for another like minute or so on a very low temperature. And then we're gonna eat that bad boy.
Did you eat a lot of grilled cheeses when you were a kid?
Yeah, a lot of bad grilled cheeses.
Why?
I'm only saying bad now because now that I cook food professionally, I have had a very delicious grilled cheese. But my mom, who is an immigrant, and she wanted me to have like an American upbringing, so she would make American dishes, but not really know how to execute them, or you know, because you know grilled cheese is just bread and cheese, but she would even sometimes just like put cheese in between bread and microwave it, and then I would eat it. Yeah, very nice and crispy. Let's eat it. Yeah. So this is a good sandwich to make for like lunch, or if you're like want to make a sandwich for your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your parents or your mom. Something that's very simple, easy to make, things that most people have around their house. Cheese, tomatoes, any kind of meat would work. Bacon obviously works really good. You could even put an egg in here, or put an egg on top, and it would be very good. It's fucking good, man. So this is a little bit different than our first grilled cheese because American cheese has much more salt in it, and it's much more creamier. But as you can see, our cheese is melty. It's just the nature of Munster cheese and cheddar. They're both a little less salty than American cheese. Cheese is rich, butter's rich. So if you put the tomato in there, you get a little bit of balance in your sandwich. This I would serve like with a salad or something like that. But yeah, we have our crispy outside. The bread is still soft on the inside. We have our melted cheese. It's warm all the way through. It tastes good.
Got it! Hey, who are you?
The tester. Oh my god.
What do you think? 10 out of 10?
11 out of 11. Damn. Wait, it should be 11 out of 10. So again, the basic things you want to look for in a good grilled cheese is crispy outside. You still want the bread to be a little bit soft on the inside. You want your cheese to be nice and melty, hot all the way through. And yeah, that's a very basic way to make a grilled cheese sandwich.